Hey guys, I'm back, and yes, my setting has changed, but that is because I'm doing a massive book haul, as you can see. There are 165 books that I have to get through, and if you're wondering how I got them from randombuzzards.com, I got them from giveaways, and I got most of them from a teacher at my school who's giving away free books. I could not pass that up. So, I just grabbed boxes and boxes of all these books, and I'm here before you today with this gigantic book haul. Probably the biggest one you will ever see on YouTube. So, I'm going to get right into it. The two that I got from randombuzzards.com are All You Never Wanted by Adele Griffin. I am actually currently reading this one. And The Assault by Bryan Faulkner. Now, I am super excited to read this one. It's about like aliens and stuff, so yeah. The next book I got was Will Rogers, Wise and Witty Sayings of a Great American Humorist. They're just like quotes and stuff by him. And then I got a mystery novel, Cache by Leo D'Amour. It's a briefcase on there. Next books I got were A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purposes by Eckhart Tolle. It is Oprah Winfrey's book club choice. I believe this is nonfiction. Throwing these ones on the ground for a bit. Sorry. Rocket Boys by Homer H. Hickman Jr. This one is also a nonfiction novel. The next book, Summer of the Bocce by Naomi Hirahara. This is a Japanese novel. It's not written in Japanese though, obviously. The next book is Bell, Book and Murder by Rosemary Edgehill. There are actually 3 novels in this. They're called the Bass novels. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. The next 2 books I have are Sons and Lovers by D.H. Lawrence. This is a Penguin classic. I'm not sure even what this is about, but I can't wait to read it. And the next one I have is Humanity, A Moral History of the 20th Century by Jonathan Glover, sorry. This is black and white and it looks awesome. The next 3 books I have are part of a series. I don't have all the other ones, but yeah, they look really interesting. The first one is People of the Fire by W. Michael Geer and Kathleen O'Neill Geer. The next book I got was People of the Earth by the same author. And People of the Lakes. This one's massive, but I can't wait to read these ones. The next books I have are John Grisham novels. The first one I have is The Firm, A Time to Kill. This is a movie, I believe, and I believe I saw it, and it was pretty good if I remember correctly. And The Client. The next book I have is The Devil Went Down to Austin by Rick Riordan. And I've never read a Rick Riordan novel, but this should be a good start to them. The next one I have, I love the cover. It is Aftermath by Peter Robinson. Next book I have is House of Corrections by Doug Swanson. This looks awesome. The next book I have is The Wings of a Falcon by Cynthia Voigt. Doesn't this cover look epic? The next 2 books I have are in a series, and the first one is The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. And I haven't read this yet, which I'm surprised, and I've heard mixed reviews, but I can't wait to read it. And then the other one is The Amber Spyglass, and I believe I'm missing the 3rd one or the 2nd one. I don't remember what this one is, but this one was the first one in the series. The next 2 are also part of a series. The first one is The Phoenix Guards by Stephen Brust. And then the second one in the series is 500 Years After. And a lot of these books, if you've noticed, are going to be mystery or fantasy, because those are the ones that I mostly wanted to pick up. And also, some of them are in horrible condition, but I just figured that if I liked them, then I can buy a different copy, you know? The next two books that I got are also part of a series. The first one is The Hammer and the Cross by Harry Harrison, and the next book in the series is One King's Way. These are fantasy novels, and can't wait to read them. They look awesome. The next book I have is also part of a series. I'm saying that a lot, but it's true. I have a lot of series here. And the first one is The Chaos Gate by Josepha Sherman or something like that. And I don't have the other one, so I don't even know if I'll read this, but it's good to have in my collection. The next one I have is The Glory Field by Walter Dean Myers. And I have another book by Walter Dean Myers. That's why I was super excited when I saw this one, because I loved his other book. The next book I have is a mystery novel, and it is Blue Rain by Chuck Friedhoff. And this cover is awesome. That's mainly why I picked it up, and it was in pretty good condition. This one is also a mystery novel, and is Cat Laughing Last by Shirley Rousseau Murphy. And I just thought the cover was funny, and I decided to pick it up. I got Skeleton Canyon by J.A. Jantz. I honestly have no idea what this is about, but it looked cool. And then another one I got is actually an adult novel, apparently, and it is Crusader by Edward Bloor. The next three books I got are part of a series, and I'm missing the second one, unfortunately. But the first one is Wild Magic. The third one is Emperor Mage. And the fourth one is The Realms of the Gods, and they're all by Tamora Pierce. I have actually read Wild Magic, and now I just need to get the second one so I can finish off the series, because it was pretty good. The next two are all by the same author, and I believe it's part of a series, but I think you can read them out of order. I got The Cat Who Sang for the Birds by Lillian Jackson Braun, and The Cat Who Knew a Cardinal, again by the same author. I thought these were cute, and I decided to pick them up, plus it was free. The next book I have is Vixen 03 by Clive Cussler, and I've seen this author around a lot, so I decided to pick this one up when I saw it. And the next one, the cover was pretty cool, so I decided to pick it up, and it is The Hades Factor by Robert Ludlum and Gail Lins. Pretty cool. Again, guys, you can check out the descriptions of all these books on Goodreads, and if you go to my Goodreads page, most of them should be on my bookshelves there, so you can go check it out there. The next book I have is Murder in Volume by D.R. Meredith. The next book I have is Fatal Truth by Robin Bursell, and this one is in pretty bad shape, but if I like it, I will get a better copy. The next two are by the same author. It is Shooting Chant by Amy and David Thurlow, and it is part of the Ella Claw novels. Wait, I don't know. And this one's also part of it too. It is Enemy Way. The next two books I have are by the same author. The first one is Raptor, and the second one is Aztec, both by Gary Jennings. And these are like massive books, check these out, but they look really good, so I might actually read them. The next book I have is Bone Key by Les Standiford, and then I have Every Dead Thing by John Connolly. The next two books I have are actually nonfiction. The first one is Don't Shoot the Dog, And the next one is Dealing with All Those Impossible People at Work, Dinosaur Brains. So I just picked them up because they looked funky and yeah, cool. The next two books are by Dean Koontz. The first one is Mr. Murder, and the second one is From the Corner of His Eye. Now these look awesome, and I heard Dean Koontz is an awesome author, so I can't wait to read these ones. The next book I have is Elven Blood by Andre Norton and Mercedes Lackey. So yeah, it's part of a series, but I don't have the other one, so I might not read it. The next one I have is Guardians of the West by David Eddings. More fantasy novels, if you can't already tell. These first two books are by Tamar Myers, and they're part of a series, but again, you don't have to read these ones in order. The first one is Tiles and Tribulations, so that's pretty cool. And then second one is Monet Talks, and I believe it is about talking cats solving mysteries, I think. The next one I have is Death in a Cold Hard Light by Francine Matthews. The next one is The List of Seven by Mark Frost. Yeah, my light kind of disappeared. And the last one in that box is A Rumor of Bones by Beverly Connor. First box done. Yes.